Hey guys, Jeff with OptionBoxer.com, back with another Let's Make a Trade series video. Before we get into it, please know I'm not a registered financial advisor, and this video is not a recommendation for you to buy or sell any security or place any options trade. Okay, so on the screen you can see I found you can see my bull put scan today. Came up with a trade for NEM or Newmont Corporation. I'm just going to show you the scan that I used really quickly. You can see I got the last price in there, just 10 to 500. Not going to go through all of these. Open interest, I want to make sure we have a liquid market. The EMA cross is what I got there. RSI, I want RSI in the right spot, and we'll talk about that here momentarily. I want average volume moving up. I just want there to be more interest. I want volatility to be a little bit higher, and then I want it to be down at the lower end of a standard deviation channel. So you can see we're just below the 2 standard deviation channel line. And you can see price looks like it just barely closed above the 9 EMA, which is this blue line here. So getting bullish here for any length of time would be a mistake. If you're just maybe looking to take a short-term play, you could certainly consider it, and that's what I'm hoping to do here with a bullish put spread. You can see as the final note, as TTM is looking like it maybe wants to curl higher and come back towards the middle there. So those are the indicators that I really look at to find a trading candidate. I think we might get a pop here. We'll take a quick look at the Analyze tab. You can see if we do get a pop to just above these 2 gray lines here, that's the expected move. You can see price looks like it came up, touched it, and fell back down. But you can also see that we had price kind of do similar the other day. It touched it, fell back down. Went a little bit lower the day after, and then we worked our way back up to it. So we're testing this area again. It would not surprise me if we tested a 3rd or even a 4th time. Even if price falls back down, that's okay, because we're going to use this alert that I've got set here at 44. If price falls down below 44, then it's, you can see we've got a little bit of a range that we're working in right here, and so 44 is kind of the low end of that range, 43.90 to be exact. So 44, if it gets down below that, I'll know it's time for me to get in and close this trade. But looking really quickly at the Analyze tab, if it does get down to 44 where my cursor is now, we'll lose about 25. But if it gets up to where this dashed line is, you'll see we'll make about 25. So the last thing I want to show you, you can see we've got about a 59% chance at the outset of this being a successful trade at close. Realistically, if we were looking at a probability of 50% of profit, which is even more than I'm only hoping to get 25% of profit, we probably have about a 70 to 80% chance. That's just a rough guess. I'd have to do some more math to figure it out, but just wanted to put this up there for you guys to see kind of my thought process surrounding Newmont Corporation, NEM. See, last time RSI dipped below when it came out of the oversold area. We did get a nice run up. In fact, more than I would anticipate, given the fall from here. But I think we might be setting up for a similar situation here, and I feel like we might be able to push a little bit higher before this ultimately continues lower or continues range bound. But I do think this has been beat up a little more than it should have been, and we'll see in the days ahead. But that's it for now. I'll place this trade tomorrow during the market hours, or during the open market. And then I'll let the trade work its way out for the next week or so. Is probably the length of time I want to hold, and then I'll follow up this video, or for you just a few seconds from now, for me a few days from now, and I'll let you know how this trade worked out, and I'll show you it in my account statement. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you stayed with me till this point, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. All of that really helps me out. But thank you so much, and we'll see you in a few days. This is the follow-up to the trade that I mentioned at the beginning of this video in Newmont Corporation, or NEM. And you can see here on the screen, I've got my trade history pulled up. You can see I opened it on 8-11, and I got $1 credit for doing so. The trade went in my favor immediately. It worked its way up to, I think, about $20, $24. My profit target was about 25. So I didn't get filled on, I think, Friday when we did get the small pop in price. And then after that, for the majority of this week, it's kind of just, or for the last 2 days, I should say, it just kind of floated sideways. I still think we'll get the pop, but I was starting to feel nervous, that price was just kind of staying in this range. And, with the severe downtrend that we've seen in Newmont over the past few months, I just didn't know if we would get enough of a pop to justify holding it. And I was able to take a little bit of a profit out of it, although not as much as I'd like to. You know, some is better than none. When you take out commissions, I think I paid $1.30 each way, so $2.60 total in commissions. So I took about $7, $7 out of this trade. You can see again, sold it for $1, bought it back for 89 cents. If I had just held on to the end of the day, I probably could have got 85 cents, you know, so I've made a couple more dollars. But I'm happy with the way it turned out, given the fact that, you know, this huge downtrend, we were able to maintain, you know, kind of this range of price. In the days ahead, I do still suspect we'll get that pop higher, but I don't really know what the market's going to do. It seems to be a lot more talk now about recession, and so I kind of got nervous and maybe pulled the trigger a little bit too soon. Could have left it open a few more days, taken a little bit more theta out of the trade, and maybe it would have got to the profit target I was hoping to get to. But regardless, made $11 if you don't count commissions, and so I was happy with that. For the moment, but that's the trade for this time. If you like the video, please subscribe, please like, please comment. If you have questions about the way I trade, or if you don't understand something you're seeing, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd love to help you out. But that's it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.